Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Tony Snell. Now here's Hayward. He has 5. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Punches it down with pop.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Well, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Hayward again. It's right. Pass to Aflalo. Into Diaz. Stolen by Bosch. Here's Bogdanovich. 10 points for him. Left side, Bosch. Looking to get it going. It's Chauncey Billups with the rebound.
And I'll tell you what, this has been one ugly quarter for him.
And it keeps getting uglier. I mean, his touch has basically gone AWOL.
Now the pass to Diaz. Crops in the layup for 2. Diaz got 8.
Good look. He'll make that one most of the time.
There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. 6 to shoot. Outside Bosch. The kick out to Wall. Back to Kaman. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. And 11 points for Chris Kaman.
Well, it's plays like that. Hustle plays on the glass and then staying with it, being active, it really caused some problems for that defense.
Celtics leading by 15. Now here's Wall. He's got 16. Outside Bosch. From deep. And yes, sir, that one drops. Bosch has got 12 points in the game. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult. Hornets trail by 18. Chauncey Billups out there with Kent Bazemore. Then it's Turioff. Then it's Jeff Adrian. And it's Brewer in the 3 spot. So that's the Hornets 5. Good.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but you know the defense still needs to keep an eye on him.
Spates the pass to Bogdanovich. Billups goes in. Here's Bazemore. Outside, Wall. To the left side wing. Pass to Bogdanovich. Outside, Wall. Shot clock at 6. Pulls up, high post. And another basket for Boston.
I tell you what, I can't argue with the results, but a little unnecessary to go to the off-balance shot there.
Billups dishes to Bazemore. Goes up off the pick. Bynum with the block. They get it back. Adrian kicks to Brewer. Off target from 3-point range. Oh, and here we go. Wall's got it. The fast break chance.
Charlotte has their hands full today guarding against Wall.
18 points and 7 assists. He's gotten after it on the boards for them as well as in the transition game.
And one's really fed into the other.
You know, Boston has shown they're a team that's not afraid to make a deal with one of their stars if they think it's going to benefit the team. And quite often, those deals have worked out for them.
Brandon Jennings, he's checked in for Chauncey Billups. And the Hornets miss again.
And he's having all sorts of problems with his shot.
I'm not sure he even has a shot right now, Steve, to be quite honest. Not a reliable one anyway.
Now here's Wall. Bogdanovich passes to Spates. Misses off the left iron.
As you said with Boston, it's an attitude that most teams would like to have, but many just can't really stomach the idea of parting with an all-star. The Celtics have shown they can do that.
Jennings dishes to Adrian. There's the block. Shot is blocked. Right side Jennings. He feeds it to Brewer. It's back to Jennings. To the left wing. And Bazemore kicks to Adrian. It's Jennings with the drive. Misses from short range. Now for the Celtics, it's worked out quite a bit in the franchise's history, from getting guys like Parrish to making the moves to Kevin Garnett when he was there.
And, you know, it might result in some hard transition years like this one, but there is a reason why the Celtics are never out of it for too long. And doing whatever it takes to improve the team is part of the history of that franchise.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Clark, Charlotte for so long had been the team to beat up on in the East, but they turned the tides on everyone last season.
And, you know, sometimes you can expect the team to turn it around if they have an injury or two the year prior, but Charlotte, I think, took a lot of teams by surprise last year.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Al Jefferson's checked in for Turiaf. Diaw comes in for Jeff Adrian. Terrell Wright's checked in for Brewer. And it's a follow in for Kent Bazemore.
So hard to try to play defense with the height mismatch out there that's on the perimeter, and they gave up the three-pointer. On the topic of Charlotte in the East, they brought in a lot of talent, and it was really a difference maker for them. You could tell early on they were a different team last year.
Here's Snell, following the basket by Brandon Jennings. Snell, the pass to Bogdanovich. Joseph dishes to Spates. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Well, I tell you what, the talent in Charlotte is one thing, and it has improved, but they also played a much more aggressive brand of basketball. I thought they did a nice job attacking the basket, and because they attacked as much as they did, they drew a lot of fouls, and I think that's one of the reasons they moved up in the standings in the Eastern Conference. He went a decent amount of time before his first turnover there. It's really been a good, safe stretch of basketball from him to this point.
And Diaw kicks to Jefferson. And he gets it to go.
Good defense, but you gotta love the finish with the finger roll over the top.
And here is Joseph. Well, Clark, the NBA becoming more up-tempo, more wide open over the last decade or so. Last season, the league average pace was the fastest it's been in over 2 decades.
And I think fans and broadcasters enjoy seeing the guys play at that pace. You know, you go back to 2001, allowing zone defenses for the first time in the NBA. In 2003, eliminating 2 hand checks on the perimeter. I think those 2 changes made a significant difference.
And you think back to basketball around the turn of the century, scoring was grinding down. In fact, back in '99, the league averaged 91 points per game. Last season, it was 101 per game. So I think it's made for a more entertaining game, and from a rating standpoint, the fans agree.
And the foul on Darrell Wright. That's his first foul.
Frustration foul there. You've got to maintain your composure.
Yeah, he lost his cool there, Steve. I mean, you can understand it, but you can't excuse it.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Chris Kamen's checked in for Bynum. Wash comes in for Maurice Spates. And Gordon Haywards is subbed in for Tony Snell. Cuts off the pass. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Charlotte making a switch here. Brewers checked in. Sonny Snell's checked in for Boston.
And you talk about the more free-flowing style we've seen emerge. I think the league is eager to continue that. The game of basketball is a game of movement and rhythm and spacing. For example, as scoring has gone up, fouls and free throws have declined somewhat over the last couple of years. And I really do believe that's good for the league, good for the game of basketball, because what happens at the pro level often trickles down to college and high school. Reducing those dead ball situations keeps the game moving, and it's a game of movement. Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
Yeah, and that's what's paved the way for them to build this big lead, no question.
Just 5 on the clock. To the wing on the left. Joseph. No good on the triple. On the wing, Brewer. Pass to Jefferson. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
It's a good thing he showed up today, because without him, this team would be in big trouble.
Now here's Joseph. He's guarded by Jennings. It's stolen by Jefferson. The dive for the ball. And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here. And the Celtics making a change here. Wall's checked in. Jennings kicks to Brewer. Feeds to Jefferson. Goes up the baseline. And off the glass. That one's good. Jefferson's got 11 points here in just the second half. And Wall kicks to Bosch. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. And that's 15 points for Chris Bosch.
He's starting to heat up from outside. That's his second this half.
Jennings with the ball. And Bosch picks him up defensively. Diaw can't hit. Celtics leading by 22. All with it.
You know, an interesting study came out recently that argued that steals are really undervalued, not just because they create high percentage scoring opportunities at the other end, but also there just aren't that many players who really excel in that area.
And Brewer gets to Jennings. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Boston's gotten off 4 three-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. This is the Bosch. Back to Wall. The kick out to Bosch. Outside, Wall. Shot clock at 3. And Hayward gets it to go.
And assists like that have typified their effort today. Great ball movement.
Really an example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Now here's Jefferson.
Solid work on the back end of that play.
Yeah, finished hard with 2 hands on the stuff.
Nothing extravagant about it, but there didn't need to be.
Kicks to Hayward. He dishes it to Kaman. Diaw with the steal. A follow outside. He kicks to Jefferson. Puts up the baby hook. Almost, but it rolls out. Boston leading by 23. Now a timeout called by Boston.
It had been 6 straight years for the Celtics that they had made the playoffs, but that run came to an end last season as they were clearly in full rebuild mode.
So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. And a change for the Celtics. Andrew Bynum's checked in for Chris Kaman. outside Wall.